Let's face it, taking a relationship to the next level can be nerve-wracking, even if it's something you've fantasized about for your entire life. Marriage is a life-changing decision, and while a divorce is always an option if things truly don't work out, most people go into a marriage hoping it lasts forever. The 4 zodiac signs featured in this list, however, are not most people. Be it because they're unwilling to settle for anything other than their ideal partner, because they feel like the other person won't keep up, or because they simply can't make up their minds about the damn thing. One thing is certain: these 4 zodiac signs really struggle to see themselves getting married. Number 1. Aries. As one of the most willful, independent zodiac signs out there, marrying an Aries is quite an achievement. While they're not as compromise-averse as most people make them out to be, they're incredibly particular about what they want in a partner, and they don't mind waiting for their ideal partner rather than settling. That's right. While Arians are rarely patient, this is one of the few areas where they'll wait as long as they have to. While they won't have any problem dating casually in the meantime, an Aries will rarely, if ever, seriously consider marriage unless it's with the right person. So don't be surprised if your otherwise serious relationship doesn't lead to an engagement anytime soon. Number 2. Gemini. You'd think that a sign as communicative as Gemini would make it abundantly clear when they're ready for marriage, but things are rarely that simple, particularly with this zodiac sign. We all know that Geminis are indecisive, so is it really a surprise that this trait becomes even more prevalent when it comes to life-changing decisions? A Gemini that wants to marry won't keep it a secret, but they'll flip-flop about it while they're feeling uncertain and insecure about their choice. While they don't abhor the idea of marriage, they approach the subject with an abundance of caution and won't hesitate to bolt if they feel like things are moving too fast for comfort. Keep in mind that this indecisiveness will be present whether the Gemini in question brought up the idea of marriage or not. They'll be a lot more into the whole concept if they're the ones that want it to happen, but they'll still be plagued by indecision and will flip-flop between wanting to get married and wanting to run away on a near daily basis. That's just a thing Geminis do. Number 3. Sagittarius. Sagittarians tend to have a complicated relationship with marriage and commitment, so it's no surprise that they don't think about the subject casually. Unlike what some people believe, Sagittarians are perfectly capable to commit. They just need to be absolutely sure before doing something about it. Doubt, even a trace of it, can often be enough to make them want to call the whole thing off. They're adventurers at heart who treasure their independence and their ability to explore the world. And while they're willing to surrender this when they feel like they've found the one, this doesn't mean their adventurous spirit has vanished. If a Sagittarius feels like their marriage has trapped them or is holding them back, there's a good chance they'll back out of it, so they generally don't even think about getting married until they're certain it's what they want. Marriage is not an adventure they'll go into without some serious consideration. And number 4, Aquarius. Aquarians are one of the most logical and intellectual signs of the zodiac, which means they're not easily swayed by emotions. Because of this, they'll rarely, if ever, indulge in things such as marriage on a whim, which can turn taking things to the next level into quite a gamble. Aquarians don't tend to put too much weight into the whole finding your other half belief. They know themselves to be complete individuals, and they're well aware of the fact that they can find fulfillment in things other than relationships. While they're perfectly willing to be in a romantic relationship, they're also perfectly willing to drop them if things aren't going well. They're not really the kind of person who makes an effort to work things out unless they're deeply in love. What makes things even more complicated is that, while Aquarians tend to be pretty clear about what they want, they're unlikely to volunteer that information out of the blue. So figuring out if they want to marry you or not is quite a gamble. If they do, then all the power to you. If they don't, they'll bolt out of that relationship before you even realize what's going on. On the plus side, if an Aquarius brings up the subject of marriage, you can be certain they're pretty serious about it.